Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I can hear you just fine. So Quentin, let me when you're on, so let's go over this, everybody. We have a inside day because the market made a very big move on yesterday. Let's uh let's go ahead and take a look at that really quickly. Um, right now we're working on an inside day, right? I've been talking about this for the last few days. If you've been online with me, you've been watching what I got going on, you've heard me say it's been in this cluster area for like 3 weeks, right? Maybe like 2 weeks, but it's been in this cluster area here, and it's not getting. It's like it's trapped in this zone. I am telling you, whatever direction it moves out of, and I'm biased to the downside because it's at a resistance point. But because of how this thing is moving, it's giving me reason for pause, and it also, um, we have to look at the fact that you make it that Christmas rally. But whatever way it kind of moves out of is probably going to move with some extreme velocity and volume because the market has been in a tight range for about, like I said, about 2 weeks here. The market hasn't been in a range like that in quite some time for that extended period of time. The last time it did, it was up in this area here. Uh, just to kind of give you an idea. The last time it did it was here. And you can see when she broke out hard to the upside, right? Um, I just don't know. I don't know which way she's going to go here. I like I said, my bias is to the downside, but because it's not been moving fluidly, um, I'm pausing right now. So it is an inside day, and we've had a plethora of news. We had two or three red folders at 8:30, which caused the market to move, and then now we have the market moving. We have red folders at 10 o'clock, which is also going to cause the market to move. So we came in with anticipation of trading today. This may end up being a training day, uh, but we don't know. It just depends on the velocity because on Fridays we're much lighter. We're usually out of here about 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Uh, but if you have questions, comments, or whatever the case is, please let me know. Please send me a email at support@theprofitstalker.com. Please be sure to like all our socials, man. We're posting on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Um, we're just trying to get the word out about what we're doing for those that are interested. I also want to talk about something before we get into the actual trading for today. The Walmart option that I called Thanksgiving week has been profitable and very, very. I mean, it's been a nice move. If I'm not mistaken, that particular option is up 80 cents a contract, which minimum 100 contract. I mean, 80 cents a contract, right? Uh, and then each contract has 100 shares, so you'd be up about $800, well, $80 per contract. Excuse me, you'd be up $80 per contract uh, on the Walmart option if you decided to buy it at the $2.48 area. So I mean, it's doing well. Now, as far as these futures are concerned, man, this thing right here is just real. It's really tight. It's type P, right? Uh, so it's very, 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 very important that you protect profits, protect capital, and not be super aggressive right now. Just my personal opinion. Everything that I do here is for educational purposes only, and we're kind of showing you what we do live. We're not telling you what to do for your account. We're not saying, "Hey, this is how you should handle it." None of that. The only thing we're telling you is what we're doing and what we're seeing. That being said, man, I'm going to get to it. Let's go ahead and do just that and get to it. Ronald. Oh, good morning, Quentin. Good morning, Ronald.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good
Uh,
morning.
so remember what I was talking about, that 3-bar reversal, how prices, and it's just really stuck right now. But I got a feeling it's going up. You see how it's really in a cluster right now. Ronald, can you tell us what the news is for the rest of the day, please, or what the news is for today?
Yes, sir. All right. 8:30. We had 3 red folders. Average hourly earnings, non-farm employment, and unemployment rate. At 10 a.m. we have a red folder, prelim UOM consumer sentiments, and we have an orange folder, prelim UOM inflation expectation.
All right, fantastic. Okay, all right, cool, everybody. So you see that we have that 10 o'clock, we have 10 o'clock red folders, and now the market's waiting on that red folder. I can tell you that right now. The market's really waiting to see what that news is going to be. So we're going to kind of take a step back and wait for everything that we want to see, and then basically go from there. But please like and subscribe. And again, if you have questions, hit me up at support@theprofitstalker.com. All right.
I want to run out a question for you, Ronald.
Yes, sir.
Has Dr. Jones talked to you about MTT, what that stands for?
No, MTT.
Yes, you know what it is. He just using the acronym on you.
Oh.
So I'll give you a hint. This chart over here does what, this chart over here does what, and that chart over there does what, right? This is
momentum, trend, and timing.
Exactly right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything lined up like we want to see it.
Yeah. Yes. So we
definitely. You knew it. I was just messing with you. Since my Steelers lost to a terrible team last night, second week in a row.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, but your quarterback hurt though, right?
But hey, he was sorry anyway, man. We just need a new quarterback and some playmakers. But just what? We'll rebound. We'll wait for the next trade. How about that?
Wait for the next. Hey, I see what you did right there. That was pretty good, man. That was pretty good, man. So, ooh, that's tough. I really need this thing to get lower here.
But I'll be honest with you, Ronald, your training is a little different than mine, man. When I had over a year ago, yours is a little expedited.
Expedited, yes.
Yeah, yours is a little expedited now. I'm telling you.
On the fast track.
Oh my goodness. Guys, that thing right there, it didn't trigger it didn't trigger though, but that was tough. I was looking at, I saw this 3-bar, look at it. You see the 3-bar reversal right there? Moving averages crossed up, it came down right there, and 97 to 08 in a heartbeat. But it's okay. It's okay. We see it now. We see it, baby. It didn't give you the poke bar over here.
On the 2700.
On 2700, It didn't give it to you. So that's why I wasn't really tripping about it.
It's flickering though.
Yeah, it is. Let me see, man. Double bottom.
Yeah, Quinn, I'm glad to be on the fast track. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But so let's just be clear. He's also sitting here with me every day.
Yeah.
Which is
You're able to teach.
Yeah, it's different. Is different because he can see my body language and everything, like, and when how I move, and it's you seeing me on the screen or me talking to you on the phone, I can give it to you as animated as I possibly can. However, he'll tell you being in this room with me is different. It's different. Now, this is another thing. Now, I told you if it gave you that 3-bar versus, but it gave it to you over here. Ooh, that thing nasty. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not. I mean, let's trade on a different time frame, not the time frame we're looking at.
Yeah,
but good googly.
He's lining up.
Golly, I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Monday, October 9th, we had a total of 104 points. 4 winners. I'm sorry. 9 winners.
9 winners.
No losers.
Oh, you keep notes. That's good, man. That journaling is real.
It's the plain old notebook.
He said plain old notebook.
Plain old notebook, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a trade on a different time frame than the one we look at. That's tough. That was tough. That was tough. So we're gonna see what this 10 o'clock news brings. Yeah.
Although it's 10 o'clock news and we've had all this news this morning, we can trade, but we have to be smart about it, I'm assuming, right? And
All right, we can trade. We do have to be like the trade that just happened. It happened on I was looking for the Pope ball on the 2700. It didn't happen, and it happened on the 900, but it was our confirmation indicator was not lining up. So that's why I was like, that's tough. But from a price action standpoint, it was definitely there. Definitely there.
ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind everybody to like and follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can kind of catch the recordings. I went back and looked at some recordings last night, and it's definitely some good content to review.
Look at you. I see you, Quint, buddy. I mean, we got to call this the YouTube podcast because that's what this is. This is really, I mean, we on here doing it live. All right, so now I'm going to tell you right now, the market is going to probably go down because you have a 3-bar reversal on your 2700 chart. And now we just have to wait for everything to line up for us. But I'm telling you, it's probably going to go down now. So now we just wait. We just wait. I'm a little upset about that. And then when she broke again, you see this 3-bar reversal right there on this 900 chart. And you see this bar right here has a higher high, a higher low than this bar right here. And this bar right here printed, and then you can use this bar and then it broke the high and it took off. It broke the high and took off, Jack. So now Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is interesting. If this thing, I really wanted to break down. I really wanted to come down. I really wanted to come down. Because it gave you the poke bar. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have the trader's trick.
This one is printing out right now, right? That's a poke bar on that 8100.
It's right. That's exactly right. It's an 8100 poke, right? And then you have the.
But that's a lot more likely to go up.
Yeah, it is. It's going to go up. If it breaks this, if it breaks that high at 1875, we can't take that trade because of the risk that's involved in it and getting close to news, but because it's 23-point stop. But that's
the most important thing in trading. It's risk management.
It's risk management, right? That's the most important thing in trading. Is risk management. If this thing breaks 1875, I'm telling you now, she's going to see at least 39. If she breaks 1875, she's going to see at least 39, guaranteed. I'm telling you that right now. We won't be taking that trade live, ladies and gentlemen, simply because of the risk that's involved and how close it's getting to the news. But I'm telling you now, in my professional opinion, based on what I've seen over the last 25 years, if it breaks that 1875 right there, it is going to probably shoot to 39-ish. But we'll see. We'll see.
It breaks the high of.
If it gets past that white line, that white horizontal line right there.
18.
Okay. Yeah, that 1875.
Oh, it's almost there.
It's trying.
Oh.
And they know it too. They know it. They know it.
I don't know what made them come up with bears and bulls.
Man, look here. I can give you a whole lesson on that, but there's not the time or the place for it. But we'll do a show on why it's called bears and bulls one day. It's an interesting thing though, for real. You see how she did not break that?
She didn't break it.
It's not. She playing around with folks. So we sit here and wait. Oh, Keith said he won't be getting on today. He had some family stuff to tend to today. So he won't be on. He won't be on today.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. So I can also tell you that if price on this 8100, ladies and gentlemen, if price breaks below 86, 85, then I think it's going to go down. I think it's going to go down. So if it breaks that 85, 86 area, then so let me give you guys what I think while we're waiting, right? So I want you to understand something, right? Just pay close attention to what I'm about to say, because it's gonna go fast, but it's gonna be the most important thing that you can actually do. Money and risk management. If you don't have those two things, I care zero about your trading system or how you trade. That's what makes professionals professionals, is how they risk less to make more and how they manage money. They're not traders, they're money managers for the most part. And your ability to do that is determined, right? 100% is determined by how well you manage risk and money in this business. Point blank, period. Nothing else need to be said and or talked about as far as that's concerned, right? And the reason why nothing else needs to be said or talked about as far as that's concerned is because everything starts and ends with that. Because if you understand money and risk management, then you can understand how to scale. And once you understand how to scale, that's how you get to being able to make $1 million plus in trading and investing. But the other part about that is your emotional control, right? Your emotional control plays a huge role in your ability to manage risk and money. Your ability to manage risk and money plays a huge part in you being able to scale. You being able to scale plays a huge part in you being able to become a 7-figure trader, 7-figure investor, right? And once you get to a certain point, you have to use your same strategies to then create multiple streams of income. Now, this is something that I'm teaching on a Friday. This is like a training class, but I'm talking about this so that you understand the mind of a professional trader, right? The mind of a millionaire trader, the mind of somebody who's been there, done that, so to speak, and fallen off the horse, got drugged, and then got back on the horse and rode into the sunset, right? What you have to be able to know and understand is this, right? When you're able to scale, life completely changes. It completely changes. The hardest hump to get over is learning the process. And then once you know the process, then everything else takes care of itself, right? So that's just a tidbit, right? That's just part of my training for you guys today. If you want to get a copy of my first book, Limitless Cash Flow: Secrets of the Wealthy Exposed, be sure to shoot me an email at support@theprofitstalker.com. And just like and subscribe, man. Real talk, because we're trying to grow the community, right? And it's not just about trading. It's about me teaching you money management. It's not just about the futures. It's about talking about stocks as well. About talking about options as well. So we're going to get into a lot of different ways to maximize the dollar. The first thing is to be good at one thing and then move on from there, right? That's the whole name of the game. But yeah, so that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I've got. It's right before that news, man. I'm telling you, it's going to go down. What happened was, you see, I told you it was going to get up. By the way, we're getting back to the stocks. I mean, to the charts here. I told you it's going to get below that 84, the 80, 85, 86 area. She's going to go down. Then she broke it. Then she came back up right here. She tested, right? And then once she tested, then she broke this low here at 82. She should continue to fall down. Ain't no guarantees in that, but that's what it should happen. That's what should happen. So we'll see. So Any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free. Okay, Quinn said he's stepping away, so Quinn's stepping away for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean,
I think we just really waiting for this news to.
wait for this news to hit.
Yeah.
Well, we about to find out.
Yeah, you definitely have to be dedicated to this though, because um, I wouldn't be able to move at the pace that I'm moving at had I not have already been working on my mind for so long.
I get that. I get that 100%. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving up because of that news. I told you that news is real.
I'm talking about as soon as 10 o'clock hit.
So you just that's kind of stuff pay attention to. Oh, it's moving through. Oh, it's moving through the resistance areas. It's tough stuff right there. And this is why we do not trade around news, right? Everything was set up to go down, and then it decided not to do that.
Okay, you a poke ball on the 900.
So hitting that resistance area. So we're going to see if it hits the resistance and then comes back down off of it, or if it's going to continue through it. We don't know the answer to that, right? We don't know the answer to that. So because we don't know the answer to that, we're just going to chill. Look for our situation. Look for our situation. 10 o'clock news is the last piece of news we got today, right?
Yes.
All right. So 10:05, we might look for a trade. I'm not forcing it though. You ready to be interviewed today?
Oh yeah.
You ready for it? All right, all right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be putting out the video of the interview today with Mr. Ronald Jones. And we're going to be talking about his journey thus far, what he's seen thus far. But in addition to talking about that, we're also going to document his journey daily. So you get to be able to kind of be a fly on the wall of his journey to trying to become a millionaire trader, right? And we want others to join us, right? We have a certain amount of slots that are available. Anybody can watch what we're doing, but if you actually want to participate on a day-to-day basis, that's another thing. But you can see what we're doing every day. We give you a sneak peek of every day of exactly how we go through our processes, right? What we do, how we do it. You get to see us in here thinking, seeing what we think what might happen or whatever the case is. And we haven't even touched on a 10th of what we're going to be going through. Because so much of what I do is mental and emotional preparation. But again, we're here. We're going to be here, and we're going to have the conversation on the couch with us today, and we'll see what happens. Right? We'll see how this thing kind of goes, and you get to see firsthand as it unfolds. Get to see firsthand as it unfolds. in 03. In 03. Oh, and we also just to let you know, we do have the website. It's up and running at www.theprofitstalker.com. www.theprofitstalker.com. TheProfitstalker. The Prophet Stalker. So we'll watch this as it unfolds here. So yeah, so that's when we just wait on the markets here. Ooh, you see that sneaky summer gun? You see this 3-bar reversal?
Yeah.
Right there. You see the 3-bar reversal on 900 right there?
Mm-hmm.
It coincides with the arrow. So 26, 11. But yeah, so you're starting to see what I'm talking about why things happen. Like you got the system.
Yeah, I saw that one, but it was so close to news.
Oh no. I ain't saying we should took it. I'm just saying that this was a perfect
setup.
Yeah, that was perfect like situation right there. So ladies and gentlemen, I need to plug in my I apologize. I didn't realize it came out there. So now we're good. Another 3-bar reversal. You see this? Watch this. When you get the 3-bar reversals and it's going with the trend, see, when it's going with the trend, it's almost a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's gonna push, guaranteed. I'm gonna tell you. So now it's 10:06. So now we need to look for an opportunity for it to come back down potentially, and then look for our trade.
It broke the high on the 8100.
All right, cool. Cool. But ladies and gentlemen, you can see how this market is moving, right? You can see how this market is moving, and the fact that, let me give you an idea of something, right? The fact that it had such a huge move to the downside, and then she came and broke these highs, that says a lot. That says a lot. So let's check the daily chart real quick to see. Oh my goodness. This is no longer an inside day. We now have a higher high and a higher low day after. Wow.
We got a poke bar possibly about to print out on the 900.
On the 900, okay. All right, to go up, right?
Ooh, yeah, but the momentum switched.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any longs for right now. Quentin, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So cool. I just want to make sure. Let me say this. You had a bearish engulfing, followed by a bullish engulfing bar on the daily chart, which is extreme bullish, right? It's just, we got to see if it's going to get out of this range. And again, like I told you on a couple of days ago, guys and ladies and gentlemen, you have a situation where essentially this market is going to make a move pretty strong. Once it comes out of this range, it's going to make a move pretty strong to the upside or downside. But I'm going to tell you, here's a secret, right? That not many people know about, and it's the bearish bullish engulfing or the bullish bearish engulfing. Whenever you have the market to push down hard and give you a bearish engulfing bar, and then the very next day give you a bullish engulfing bar, I can almost assure you, with in no uncertain terms, that that thing is probably going to move to some degree to the upside. I'm not telling you it's going to be a catalytic move, but a lot of times it is, right? Uh, I can show you where I called the exit for everybody in their long-term accounts about a year and a half ago, and I'm gonna go to it and I'm gonna show it to you. And the reason why I want to show you this is because this is good information. I'm just waiting on this thing to kind of pull back because it's made such a strong move, and it made the move before the news, so it's not like we can take the trade, right? So I made this call when it went to, okay, so here we go. All right, and let me find it. Here, you had a bullish move, and then you had this bearish move. And I told everybody at this particular time that I'm telling you the market is going to go down because there are no more real sellers. They pulled all of the sucker sellers out, is what I call it. Sucker buyers, in this case, to go up, and then she fell apart. And I call this for a group of people, a group of constituents that I make calls for, to let them know, hey, you need to be getting out of the market and being cash. As a matter of fact, a couple of days ago, I'm sorry, I said a couple of days, a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, I told everybody they should be out of the market because the market had the potential to go down catalytically. However, I told them at this point over in here, right, that the market is probably going to go down, and it did. It did not continue to go down, which is a huge thing, right? And right now you have, like I said, a higher high and a higher low on your daily. So we need to pay attention to that once everything kind of lines up for us to go back down a little bit, and then look to take the trade to the downside. That is correct, or to the back to the upside if it fails, right? So that was tough. That thing went, boy. And that happened. I mean, it gave you the trade right at news. Right at news. So I wait. I'll wait. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back very shortly. Just give me a second. The screen will still be going, but I'll go on mute. I'll be back very shortly.
Brain affluence.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Apologize. Took a break there for a second. We gotta wait on this, man. We can't just gotta wait on the retest of this here and then take the opportunity. Wait on the retest. Ladies and gentlemen, I took a strike pause for that. I want to let you know I'm not taking any trades right now because the market has made its move to the upside and we did not partake in it because there was news. We have a rule that we don't trade 5 minutes before or after news, right? That's our rule. There are many different rules and some work better than others and some work sometimes and some work at other times. But that's just our rule. I've had that rule for a lot of years. But this thing right here is just strong now. Because she's broken the previous day's highs as well. So because she's broken the previous day's highs, we just wait. We sit back and wait and see. We wait and see.
Remind me to make some rules when I go to the gym.
What does that mean, man?
You gotta take your deodorant, man. You gotta take your deodorant.
Man, boy, that was out there. Man, what we got going on over there, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna walk next door and get me a bar of deodorant here in a second.
All right, all right. Well, I mean, you gotta take care of that, man. You gotta take care of that.
Now I shower.
I mean, look here, man. Watch this. This is a no judge zone, bro. I don't judge nobody on nothing because let me tell you something. The way I feel about it is real simple. Everybody has had some very good moments in their life, and everybody has had bad moments in their life. So who am I, and who is anybody else to judge anybody on what they got going on or what they do?
Was that too much information?
Huh?
Was that too much information?
Oh no, man, it wasn't at all. Because you think, like I said, it's cool with me because I understand 100%. That didn't happen to me a million times, not just one, a million times. I mean, because we all human, man. So I mean, but if you want to, the thing I want you to know though, if you're gonna take a break, you might want to take that break now, because if we get a trade, it's probably gonna be about 10:30, between 10:30 and 11 o'clock, probably.
Okay.
If we get one, so if you need to take a break, I understand that 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'll check back in.
All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, I appreciate y'all being on. I do. I want to answer questions and see how people can, see what you're thinking. If you're enjoying the content, if you want to see something different, or if you want me to talk about something different. I mean, we just want to be real about how the room actually is in real life, and not give you pomp and circumstance, and not show you couch trades. You know what I mean? And not show you all. We win a lot. We went on a lot of trades. Matter of fact, Mr. Ron Jones is 3 out of 4 since he started. But we didn't win on 4 out of 4. We went on 3 out of 4. And we just got to keep, we just got to keep it real around here. That's what I always say. We just keep it real. And I've been doing this a long time. I'm going to get some videos up of what I did probably 10 years ago. And I'm going to post them here on the site so you can take a look and see. I'm literally doing the same thing that I did back then, just a little bit more volume, doing a different market, that kind of thing, but still same concept, right? Um, so that's really it. We on here every day. We're on here every day. So I don't want there to be no dead space though. I don't, because I know when I'm watching something, I like for stuff to be entertaining and this, that, and the other. And I'm trying to make this as entertaining as possible, but with relevant and good information, right? And we'll tell a joke here and there. Quinn is good for telling a joke uh all the time. So, we just sit here. Ronald, give me some questions, man. You gotta tell me, you gotta talk to me. Yeah. We can't be up in no silo, man.
Oh, I'm waiting on some action to happen.
So he basically, so we had a joke, right? I can't joke about this. We had a joke about somebody that I know and I've had some interactions with, right? And basically he just told me he by that action boss.
Yeah.
he said he by that action boss. So
Oh yeah.
we just, all right, man. I mean, point taken. I get it.
I'm gonna look though. I'm pretty sure I got some questions I can
So we oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, that thing went up and it didn't come back, did it?
No.
Let's talk about this. You remember I was telling you about that 3-bar reversal?
Yeah.
Look at this. I want to show you something. I mean, I know this happened right at news, but this is that crapola. You see, how it got down here? This again, let me point to it. You see how you have this bar that's a higher high and a higher low bar than this bar right here?
Yeah.
And this is the third bar.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2,
And then it shot up.
right. You see, that's the 3-bar reversal right there. You see, so
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and it just shoots, right? I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. That thing right there worked like something crazy. It does. And the thing is, you instead of waiting on it to close, you can wait for it to. Now you understand price action. You can get a better price. You see what I'm saying? And that's at during news though. So let's look and see what else we got. Right. Same thing here. Right. They also call this a book. I don't get into all that because I can talk about that stuff all day. So same thing right here. Right. 3-bar reversal. Price gets above this high. It don't come back. Same thing right here. Price gets above this. I mean, I can show you this all day, man. Once you're able to put all this together and see it without seeing it, without worrying about an indicator per se, the indicators are there just really as confirmation for what you're seeing in price. We need to see a down move, but boy, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. That is going to be tough. Let me see here. That's crazy. It never gave you a trade, did it? It did not. I'm looking for the trade. It did. No, it didn't. It never gave you a trade. Like it shot up. It gave you a trade on a different time frame, but not this time frame. 3-bar reversal is not here. This double bottom. It's right there. Because that's the 3-bar. And it took it a minute to get there. So that's tough. So yeah. So yeah. All right, questions, man. I apologize. You got anything?
See.
listen to this. Right. So let's talk about why you look up your question, but I want to tell the crowd because I was thinking something, right? And somebody shot me, just being honest with y'all, somebody shot me a personal message because they're home and they say, hey, what about this? So I don't know what time that 9 o'clock, that 900 trade was. Let's look at it here. Yeah, see, we don't trade. This is a trade on the 900, and I'll highlight it, right? So everybody can see it here. This is a trade on a 900 for sure. And let me go to my tools. And this is a trade here on the 900 because everything's confirmed to go up, right? At that point, everything's confirmed to go up. Everything's how we would like to see it, right? Everything's how we like to see it, right? But there are several reasons why we did not take this trade because we don't trade into resistance, especially at the news hour. But it's a legitimate trade, right? And it's a legitimate trade because it gave us everything that we wanted to see on this trade, right? Gave us everything we wanted to see. This is your 3-bar reversal, gives you an arrow. Everything's working. Everything's green. Chance of that trade not working becomes slim to none. It gives you the entry at anywhere from 37 and a quarter as high as 38.75, right? And then it went to 44. And then it came back against you a little bit. If you hold that, then you see it just goes up to 67, 72 area, right? So nice trade. We didn't take it because it happened right at news, right? And we're not big traders on Fridays anyway. We do a lot of training, a lot of talking about what's going on, why it's going on, that kind of thing. So that being said, if we get one that's a nice setup and it meets our criteria, we will take the trade. And the main thing I want to do this week, and we've had a very, very successful week this week, streaming and letting you guys see what we do. But I'm sitting here telling you, right? Point blank, period. You have to have some rules. You have to follow your rules. And you can't trade unless things meet your rules. We're not here to try to impress you. You shouldn't be trying to trade. This shouldn't be a hobby. This is what we do. This is how we feed our family. So everything you do has to be according to a set of rules that are actually in place. I'm going to talk about next week, not this week. My goal next week is to talk about the black print to become a millionaire trader, what exactly it looks like. Right? We're going to talk about it from the rooter to the tutor, so to speak. We're going to talk about it from beginning to end. And we're going to talk about how this is possible for anybody. It's just that you have to know what to do, right? And I'm going to tell you a joke, right? I'm going to tell you something. I consider myself a fairly decent trader, and I feel that I'm fairly knowledgeable, especially compared to, the knowledge that's out there today, because I've been doing this for over a quarter century, right? I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been doing literally almost the exact same thing all the time, except for when I'm trying to see if there's anything cooler. And 99% of the time, it's not anything that is better than what I was taught. It's a lot of stuff that's just as good. It's a lot of stuff that's just as good, but I don't see anything that's better than what I was taught, because I was taught how to trade by a guy that's he's, God rest his soul, but he's worth a lot of money, and he was very well known in the trading and investing environment. So, the stuff that he taught me is just second to none, right? And it's the same thing I taught my first mentee that kind of, you hear me talk about him, from time to time. And I taught a lot of other people how I trade, but it takes you being able to let go and just do what you are supposed to do and do what you're guided to do in order to be successful. All right. I get on here and I give these motivational quotes and all that kind of stuff. They're really not motivational quotes. They're really mantras for success. Right. I'm not trying to motivate you. That's not who I am. I'm not a motivational speaker. I give you what the real is for you to be successful. And I've always kind of been that way. One of the reasons why I've been very successful, I've had some pitfalls in life, right? I've lost it all a couple of times. And that mantra of life, that mantra for success in life comes from those pitfalls that I've had, right? My knowledge base has always been fairly high when it comes to this trading, investing. But I had some personal things that I had to deal with to get out of my system. And I'm just telling you what the real is. This is not me having no script to talk to you about. This is not me having somebody to tell me exactly how to couch what I'm saying to you. None of that. I'm trying to give you the real. If you want to be successful doing anything, there are just some rules for success in anything that you do, right?
Strong move down.
It look like a strong. The momentum is turning. That is for sure. That momentum is turning. The momentum is turning.
Can you flush your screens?
Absolutely, I can. Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, I'm very interested in the short, but it's scary to take the short when that thing is such a strong uptrend to the downside. Mm-hmm. Where's your 3-bar reversal right here? You show me. Show me where your 3-bar reversal is. The 300. Right. The Henny is already gave the answer. Yeah, that's to go up. I'm talking about the one to go down. It's okay. I'm gonna show it to you. It's right here. You see that bar's had a higher high and a higher low than this bar over here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if it breaks the low of that bar, you see how it's just not going down.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. It ain't even rocket science. It's just once you see it, you ain't gonna be able to unsee it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Once you see it, you're not gonna be able to see it. Because I started to call this trade for y'all. I just have a problem. I have a fundamental problem of taking a trade counter trend like this.
To the counter trend to the 8100.
Counter trend to the 8100, and it's such a strong uptrend. But that was a legit trade right there. That was legit right when it broke this low.
So we would've just had to get in and get out.
Yeah, you say that, but if the thing turn up on you,
Get hurt.
but hurt on the last day of the. See, let me tell you something. Wait till Quinn get back.
I'm back.
So check this out, Quinn. You know how on Fridays we'll be like, we're not trading,
Yeah.
or we're not doing it, and then we'll take one anyway, and then what'll end up happening?
It not be the best decision.
So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that, hey, we should or shouldn't. I'm just telling you, if it's on a Friday and it ain't perfect,
It went back to that resistance line on the 8100.
it did. If it turns up, I'll be more than willing to take that loan. But that thing coming down short with no divergence. If it was divergent, I've been willing to take the trade. Because what are the 4 reasons that I take a trade?
A higher low, lower high, divergent higher high, and divergent lower low.
Gold star, my friend. Gold star. I mean, that's and it didn't have any divergence. Yeah, it's dropping. That's the only reason why I was like,
Yeah.
But it worked. I mean, no doubt about it. It did work. It's just
Risk management.
Risk management. Risk management. Went down to the resistance. I mean, to the support line now. Yeah, it's back to the support line. So we'll watch and see if it goes up. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all we do. Our trading methodology and what we do works very well in trending markets. This is not a non-trending or a consolidation type of setup. It doesn't work as well, or it doesn't work well at all, to be honest with you. In consolidation markets, we need volatility in order to do what we do. And today is giving you the volatility, buddy. So we just gotta, again, it's gotta be. It wasn't a divergent high though. Let's see what it was on the 2700. That thing fell. Thing fell 80 points. That's a lot. I'm a little upset about that. 107 to 32. 70-something points. You right over there?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. Yeah, Lee. Them boys and bears going at it, Jack. Larger time frame says up, and now it says okay. So now watch this. Let me show you something. It's back to the zone. You see that? Now the thing is, she pushes through this zone. Ooh, that's gonna be ugly. If she goes all the way back down, that's literally straight up. Now we did have some opportunity in a smaller time frame. That's straight up and then straight back down. That'll be ugly.
Check and check.
Huh.
I got a question in the chat.
All right, let's see. Oh no. So I had a question. So I'm gonna tell you, we weren't taking long. The one I was talking about was the short. There was a short that happened, but it was counter trend. Um, and we'd be looking for a long now after it is giving you a very legit short to the downside on a lot of time frames, and it'll be bouncing up off of this support area. But we want to see if this support area holds and if this equilibrium area holds, because this is where buyers and sellers have agreed that this was a fair price, and then it broke out from it. So then it comes back to that equilibrium area, which now becomes support. So now we get to see if the market is going to turn up and or turn back down. But I'm going to tell you something that I did not see. We have long-term divergence, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see that. So let me just be, totally real with you. I didn't see that particular thing happening. We have long-term divergence. I did not see that there.
In your opinion, would you say the market is trying to correct itself, like a retracement?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. It's correcting itself, but you have long-term divergence. That's rare to be able to see it that clearly long term. So I got a feeling this thing, that might be all she wrote, unless it can catch some legs off of this now support and then go back up. So unless you can catch some legs to go back up, is yeah, that's tight. That is tight. Guess what, Ron? Let me see if you can tell me what this is. I gave the answer, so if you were listening, you already know what the answer is. What's that called? From there to there, and then from there to there.
Oh, it's divergent.
Right. Did you know what kind of divergence it is?
Yeah, I think I did. You said long term.
But you don't be look at you paying attention, but that subconscious kicking in. I hear you, my guy. So yeah, that's exactly right. That is long-term divergence. Long-term divergence tells you where the market is going from a time frame that you're not looking at unless you have the chart up perspective. That long-term divergence is tough. So we're gonna see. I'm thinking that right now the market's gonna just meander right there. Oh, absolutely.
Do you think the market is saturating itself?
Tell me what you mean by that.
When the market gets saturated, it's bound to reverse up or down.
Yeah, I think that I just think that she's just sitting on this she's sitting on the support, right? And this support's going to tell the story. Like you see that green line, there's two green lines there. She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And she's, in my opinion, I would think she will reverse, but I didn't see that long-term divergence. That long-term divergence gives me reason for pause today. So again, the day's a big training day, and we do want to take a trade, but we want to take a trade that's
in our favor.
When I say, I missed the long-term divergence. Let me be honest about that. I missed the long-term divergence. However, we want to take a trade when it's like Yeah, that's a no-brainer right there. That's a no-brainer. And right now, there is, so watch this. Watch that line right there now. That's where your 3-bar reversal is happening. Right there, that 72 area. If it doesn't happen in the next bar or two, it's not going up. That sucks though. That thing just fell off. I mean, it fell off the map. Right here, right there.
On 900. Oh, the other side of a line in there.
To go which way?
Go up,
go up. Yeah. But if she'd have to get up to 46. And see, this is what I'm giving you everything, and I gave you the overall view, the big view, right? Now I'm segmenting everything to show you how it kind of go, how it fits together. And you do have that thing might pop up a little bit there. It might. But that trade is not legit from the standpoint of those moving averages are just not crossing up.
Yeah.
But you do have a situation. Let me tell you what situation you have. That's a low high right there. And you see the under over that I've told you about. Short term is under the long term. So you have to be very careful about that. And I say it's 72. It's not 72. Yeah, it is. It's still say I'm not tripping. It is 72. This thing's going to go up. See, is this what I'm talking about? It's just the volatility is here. The volatility is here. The volatility is here. 37, 29. Yeah, that would have been tough. And it's sitting there, it went right there to the top of that resistance zone. You see that? Price went right there to the resistance zone.
Yeah.
So we just wait. I mean, the name of the game.
For what you want to see.
You wait for it. That wasn't a 90% trade, even though it worked.
Yeah,
and you'd be
had
mad.
To stay in it for a while though. I had to stay in it for a while.
Yeah,
and then would have been looking crazy. Had jumping up and down.
Yeah.
That would have had my stomach turning.
Well, I mean, hey. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live in the Profit Stalker Trading Room, and I'm gonna tell you, today has been a doozy. But I hope that you've learned something from me today, because the whole idea behind me doing what I'm doing is to add value to your life and add value to what you're doing, right? We're not really talking about it exactly, what our setup is and all that kind of stuff. We're not necessarily teaching what exactly we do to be profitable like we are, but we do want you to see us trade live, us kind of the commentary, and you can pick up on stuff that we're doing. And every now and again, I'll drop a real significant nugget. Let me tell you, if you go back and look at this video, you'll go back and hear why I say bearish engulfing followed by bullish engulfing, or bullish engulfing followed by bearish engulfing. If your setup happens long or short after those two things happen, trust me when I tell you that is an extremely high probability trade. Extremely high probability. So just keep those things in mind, right? And it's gonna go. It gets past 71, it's a wrap. So we'll go for a few more minutes, ladies and gentlemen, but then we're gonna call it, right? We'll call it at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it don't work. You just would have had to sit in it for a while.
Yeah,
It's working.
It's working. I mean, if this thing says private, why does it say private?
Oh, man, that's not what we want.
Because I said public when I went.
We don't want it public. I mean, we don't want it
it
private.
Yeah, we do not. So hold on a second. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going on mute here. Let me take care of something really quickly. Please bear with me for station identification.
For today,
Hell, they gave you one up and one down. Shit. The one I'm sorry. Forgive me for that profanity there. But yeah, it dropped down. Now it's going straight back up.
right, that would have been the one. Ain't took you out yet.
That thing, it's not gonna. They gave you one up and one down. Shit. The one. I'm sorry. Forgive me for. Hold on. And then somebody played it again. So hold on a second. It dropped down. Now it's going straight back up.
That's funny.
That was funny, but yeah, I don't want no problem. I don't want no problem. Yeah, that thing's going out of college. Hold on, I'm trying to find out what's going on here, guys. Free family law attorneys in the Atlanta area. What's in it? Okay. Yeah, I had to just get completely out of all of that there. Good night, America. There's another Pope bar.
On the
If that
900.
2,700 long-term momentum turn green, I know something.
What you know? Tell me what you know.
We're gonna have a strong push to the upside.
Okay, plus another entry on the 300.
You don't want that though. That one probably gonna stop you out. Let me tell you why. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be wrong, but that one's probably gonna stop you out because it didn't already made this move.
That's push up Marvin Kane.
That thing strong. Them bulls ain't playing with y'all, buddy. Them bulls ain't playing with y'all. They putting them horns in you. They putting them horns in you. Nigga, wait a minute, hold on. Here's a joke. Them bulls on the Bears like that today. You said it.
Mm-hmm.
Them bull like, buddy, I'm gonna give you the business. Okay.
Here we go. It's flickering. 2,700 long-term momentum.
Yeah, but watch. You see that? You see that thing just fall apart like right there?
Dude, I see it. I think I'm gonna have to pull another one out of my probability play chart.
Pokeball on that 27.
It will.
It might end up.
It gave you the entry already.
Yep. It's gonna give it to you right now. That's it right there.
All right, there, ladies and gentlemen, that was the entry there at 92.75. Let's just watch this and see what happens because that thing has already made a huge move. That's 92 to 82. It's 10 points, so we have to get to 02 in order for it to be a successful trade. But I'm telling you what you want to see. You want to see that thing kind of pull back some. This one might work, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. System gave you the trade at 92.50.
Didn't you say 94? I'm looking at the 300 chart. It's already at 96.
Yeah, it's got to get the 0250. But you late to the party on that though.
Yeah, I should have got in one way
early.
on the other one.
It makes you. It gives you reason for pause when you don't get the trade where you see the first entry.
The big push.
You know, because that was the second entry for these amateurs are playing up in there. These are amateurs playing. That's why it's not pushing hard. Whenever you see the market moving a lot, that's institutional money. When you see it doing this right here, it's a bunch of amateurs fighting below.
Everything's trending up.
Everything is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been hit right there too.
This thing the volatility is real today.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
that. Got on out. Still would have.
You see it though, right?
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Right now.
And you see it too, don't you, Quentin?
I called it. I told you once that long-term momentum on the 2,700 turn, it's up. Look at that.
Oh, this thing right here in trouble. Them Bears getting they tail whoop today. I almost cussed again. I'm trying to keep it's rated PG around here, ladies and gentlemen. Rated PG around here, right? I'm going to go ahead and call it today. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this in no uncertain terms, right? What's my word for the day? Let me think. I'm waiting on God to give me something here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting on him to give me something here before we go. Because let's talk about this. You're not an island unto yourself, right? You were born. Somebody had to bring you in to this world. Somebody had to help you get here. When we leave this place, somebody's going to have to bury us. You are not an island unto yourself. Find people that have a common goal that you have, and y'all grow together as a team. Find yourself being around people that are trying to do the same things you are trying to do. And y'all find a way to do it together to get there with more speed, less headache, more enjoyment, and more success. It's called a mastermind. Find your mastermind group of like-minded people like yourself that have a common goal like you do, and be a part of that community. That is what I call the fulfillment of life. On that note, I'm out. Talk to you later.